Sorry, y'all. On some of the other streaming platforms, we had some technical difficulties. I think we're back on everything else now. Uh, if we are, we're just getting into the last section. Yep, we are. So we're just getting into the last section of the stream, which is great moments in anime history. For this great moment, we're actually going to look at Aaron getting eaten by his, or sorry, not Aaron getting eaten by his mom getting eaten by a Titan. This moment is particularly great because I think it was a big tone setter for how Attack on Titan was going to rock from that point forward. I think a lot of people, it was probably like that pivotal moment in that first episode that brought them from, I don't know where the show is going, to like, all right, I definitely got to watch the second episode. So that's kind of the gist of it here, the setup. Is there any other respect we wanted to add about what the impact of the scene for us?
That was definitely one of the biggest all fuck moments.
Yep.
Basically, just like when we had the big all fuck moment from Promise Neverland.
For sure.
True, and even Goblin Slayer after round.
Right.
I mean, it's just one of those.
That moment.
It's just. I mean, I'm just saying. Like, it's just like shows like these that drop F1s like these are the ones, in my opinion, that actually like resonate. Like they do this on purpose, right? Like they pretty much try to hit you in the feels and at that same moment bring you into the story so you keep watching, even though the F1 can low key be kind of effed up. But it's effed up.
That's true. Well, because YouTube's don't want niggas to make money. We're not making money with this anyways. I'm playing it on mute this time, so you'll just hear our reactions, and not the sound as usual. So without further ado, let's kick it off. It's the dub, so unfortunately, see if I could turn on closed captioning for this. Oh, we can't, but we'll get the effect either way. So, I mean, first of all, shout out to whoever did the character designs of the Titans. I'm assuming is the author, but them motherfuckers look scary.
Yeah.
Some humanoid things with creepy smiles just eating everybody in the town. Shit is fucked up.
True. Yeah, they're pretty much like big children, kind of.
Yeah.
With like giant crackheads.
Ooh, that's probably a better way to put it.
Yeah, and they really highlighted the chaos in this joint. Them niggas wasn't playing. Popped off, bro.
And definitely big facts to Silent Blaze as far as the Cloud to AOT's writing. That definitely makes sense for the genre.
They tried.
I ain't even gonna talk about that because I dropped that show.
Ooh.
Damn, bro. But you saw this scene though.
Hell yeah.
That's all that mattered. So they trying to get her out. She like, yo, my nigga, like, I think I'm gonna die.
Yo, the angling on that scene was really effed up though, because it really looks like they're about to try to lift the whole house though, which is like sad, and like as a kid you probably do it too, but it's like, damn, like you ain't lifting up a whole roof off of her, right?
This nigga's fingers was bleeding, bro. Trying to do that.
And look at that face.
All I want to know is, how do you have a whole ass house on you and you still alive though, and talking like it's nothing?
Because them shits was keeping her organs together.
Character, it's like, it's a wrap.
Yep.
The unfortunate part is that the Titan could actually help in this moment. Because the Titan definitely has the strength to lift up the.
I mean, we gotta wait, but I mean, she was alive when. Well, I mean, we gotta just wait for it. But I'm pretty sure, like, he literally does help her at the house. Says, "Bro, no, I got you, in my stomach," and then just like eats him, right?
Right. Another important moment was like highlighting what I forget what the dude's name was, but what he did here, I feel like is what a lot of people would do in this situation, but we like to believe we wouldn't. Like we watch a lot of shonen series or seinen series, whatever it is, anime in general, and we love to like picture ourselves as the main character. We always gonna stand up for what's right, but oftentimes we end up getting in the face of danger and going like, no.
Nah.
And I felt like that was like a perfect picture of that. Like he really was like, this is my moment to shine. I've never fought a Titan before, but like now this time to really like be the hero in this situation. He took one look at that Titan. He said, no, I don't think that's me. I'm not in that bed.
True.
At least he was honest, man. He
Hey, bro,
just tried and
still
died.
together, my G.
Yeah. He was actually like a real person, so respect.
All right. And the fact that this lady was spoiler alert, the original wife of Gresha, I believe, right? That's sad.
Look at that. Like she's literally free, whole body.
Yeah,
intact,
her legs
working.
Her legs are like they're still moving.
Like they were.
I don't know how that's possible.
Right. I mean, like she was
She
good.
was a superhero.
Nigga said, "Break me out a piece of that Kit Kat bar." Snapped her ass.
The freaking blood, bro. Crazy. So yeah, I mean, I'm assuming she tasted delicious.
Magically delicious.
Petty.
Yeah, the taste of sweet revenge. So that was that. Silent Blade said, "Yep, she went out horribly." But yeah, no, the fact that ended up being like the irony of that ended up being like Gresha's original wife as a Titan that ended up eating her was kind of fucked up and like almost petty in a way. Almost like, is the author trying to say this bitch knew where she stayed at and was like, "Oh, it's time to fuck this nigga up," or I don't know, just coincidence. But part of me feels like that shit was on purpose. She was thinking about it.
Low key though.
Did we do Gon versus Peter already? We might have already done it.
Yeah, we did it because it was me and Player 5 when we did it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So we did that, unfortunately. Maybe when we run out of moments, we'll come back around to it. But yeah, so true. I guess that was that great moment in anime history. I think last part of the stream before we close it out is just opening it up to questions from the fans. So if you guys have any preguntas that you would like to ask us, preguntas is questions in
come on, bro,
not English.
Come on, bro.
You
don't be throwing Spanish. Don't be throwing Spanish at niggas, bro.
Hey, bro, I wasn't Spanish. I was Arabic, bro. You don't know?
Oh, that was Arabic. Okay.
No.
Okay.
Somebody don't know Spanish.
Okay.
That was Arabic, my G. What do we got for fan questions, y'all? What do y'all want us to debate in the last few minutes of the stream? Or just randomly talk about in general? If not, we'll come up with topics while we're waiting for questions. What did I... Oh, there was some new shit that dropped. Oh, shout out to, just to make people aware, the Toriko fans out there. I know he didn't come back with a new manga. He didn't bring Toriko back, but he did drop Bill King's a new manga. It does bring some of them Toriko vibes. It's just the first chapter, so I'm not going to say yay or nay on it just yet. But if you're looking for some more shit to read, go ahead and read that. But yeah. Anything else? I mean, what new shit have y'all been watching? Anything anime related y'all been doing? Y'all wanted to shout out?
I'm surprised you ain't want to say shit about the PS5 and Xbox being released.
We could talk about it. I ain't catching it though.
Well, yeah, I just haven't played it. I'm like, did you got one or?
I ain't grabbing that shit. Not even time soon.
Yeah.
Someone said.
Oh, Noblesse.
Yeah.
I think it's I. Oh wait, you watch it too?
I just watched the first episode and I didn't get it. I didn't know where the dude was trying to go with the shit, so I kind of haven't continued since then. But at that point, I was like, I
think
was mad on it.
it was like I think it started off real well, and like not reading the series or like pretty much knowing anything before it, I thought it was gonna go in a completely different direction and where it actually went, because I wasn't ready for a school setting I wasn't ready for like a slightly light high school setting for pretty much like vampire fighting practically. I was ready for a lot more hands than what we're getting. They are kind of getting into it, but definitely not enough. If they delve more into it in the sense of like they leave school and it's all about fighting the organization of which they're doing, fine. But right now it's way too light and passive, and it's almost like a slice of life. F around. So it was like to me right now. Granted, I'm one episode behind, still got to catch up, I guess. But like if they were pretty much all fighting, it would be mad decent, because like the actual like power system and power scale right now is like and like how they actually animate the fighting is decent too. So it's like right now.
Yeah, Tots JC said he's watching God of High School right now. Good luck to you on the pacing. Silent Blade said he's getting both of them next year. Good luck to you with both of those. I hope you really want the exclusives, because I'm like, bro, more than likely the same games will be played on both of them. But hey, bro. Hey, once you get to that adult phase where you're making your own money, you can do something. Got that choice now. We can literally be like, yeah, I'm gonna get both.
Fuck it. That is big facts.
It's not the greatest writing, but it does have some good points. You talking about Noblesse has a lot of potential. That's the vibe that I was getting from.
Potential. Yeah,
about Noblesse. That's why I wanted to watch it, because I have heard mumblings about the series, and I was I don't know if it's another like webtoon, or manhwa type of series, but I don't think it's like a manga necessarily.
No, it's definitely manga, I think.
Oh, okay.
I think
so
it's got that. If anything, it's definitely a webtoon on Crunchyroll.
Right. So based off how the other ones hit, like Tower of God and God of High School, I was like, okay, I'll definitely give this one a shot. But like I said, the first episode just like it had a lot of setup, but I felt like it didn't like give me clarity on where it's trying to go and what all this shit means. I was just like, okay, so this nigga's some old dude. Why is he going to the school? It just raised more questions than it answered, and the questions that it raised didn't make me really want to move on to the second episode at the time I was watching it. It is better than the first episode. I will say is still better than Inuyasha.
Well, I mean, wait, pause. Did you actually start at like Ep 1 or Ep 0? Because there's like a 45-minute hit of Ep 0 for Noblesse that like that's what brought me into it. Like actual episode 1 is like I think it's like nothing practically.
I think whatever I saw was they showed some niggas hunting some people in a different place. Then they showed him in the school. There was some random student in the school that was like fucking bitches, and the gangster boyfriend of one of the women came to the school, and this butler dude beat his ass.
Oh, then yeah, like you right. So that should have been like episode 1, maybe even episode 2. But in any case, there's an episode before that pretty much is like the prologue or like the preface to like the whole series, and that's pretty much like starting up with like all action. So that's why it got me into it. But no, yeah, you start with that. I'd be just with you, like, well, what the fuck? But I mean, that's exactly what I was trying to say. Like, that's the vibe of the show after episode 0, with like a little hint of a fight here, maybe a hint of a fight here that's like, But that's why I definitely agree with Silent Blades as far as like the potential, because with Ep 0, like you're literally getting a completely different vibe of the show starting with Ep 0 compared to Ep 1. So it's like, I don't know what they really want to do with it.
I'll feel you on that. Okay. Then I'll give it some that pre-log a shot first, then come back with my findings. Tajay also said he doesn't think the pacing was that bad. I like that it's fast.
Wait, pause. We're talking about.
No, you're talking about God of High School.
Yeah.
All right, that's what I thought. Then what's Snap? Like, what episode you on, my guy? Like, I mean, if you're really feeling it, then okay. I ain't gonna judge, but like, Snap. I mean, like, God of High School is like all about fighting. I guess if you look at it like that, then yeah. I mean, like, the show in general was mad decent because the fight scenes be decent. Yep. But I mean, if you know what the story is really about and you're actually able to absorb everything and still be Gucci with it, then more power to you, my guy. but I don't know, like that pacing like literally hit me. Like I mean, like that was like it's not something at least I couldn't ignore it. Like it was like that's how bad it was for me.
Yeah, I think early on you don't notice it as much early on, but like it's still weird. But then I would say right after, like around the time they fight like Kang, I think his name is, whatever, the gangster guy with the dress. Whenever they fought him, and that magical spiritual power element gets introduced, that was like my first red flag of like, how did we get from wherever the fuck we were to this? And then when they get to the next tournament and they start pulling out like, oh, magically I had a training arc you never saw, and this is and powers just come up. Like I was also like, where the fuck? Like there's something that you cut out that I think we need here to understand what the fuck is going on. But they clearly didn't give a fuck, and I'm sure it had enough like action and all that shit that it probably is gonna get signed off for a second season. But yeah, from all the people who I've read that like are reading the webtoon, they were like, what? When I was talking to my little brother about it, he was just like, what? Like they did what? Like you didn't meet this person? Like they didn't say this about this? I was like, nope. He was like, oh, okay. So it is what it is. And Silent Blaze said, I do agree. This is about Noblesse. It does have a lot of slice of life vibes. Got to high school, definitely was super fast. A lot of gaps. Maybe they will go back. I don't think they're gonna go back. I think they probably got the sign off they needed to just keep rolling forward with that bullshit. So hopefully the next half of this thing doesn't require as much explaining, because they really just introduced a bunch of dope ass characters. But I'm like, I really have no idea how you relate to the story. Like when they introduced those like 6 super powerful old niggas out of nowhere, I was like, so what are like what's the whose side are y'all on? Because and then I was like, I guess they was on the good side from what I saw them do at the end. Even the battle between the guy who I initially thought was bad with the cross summoning bullshit and whoever the other motherfucker was, I was also very confused on the motivations in that fight. I was just like, y'all are doing things and these things are dope. Like the fight is dope, but I have no clue why you're doing any of it at all.
Yeah. Yeah, like fights and power structure all look good. Like as far as like a fighting anime goes, like it succeeded as far as bringing in like the mother effers who watch anime and just want the hands. Yeah. I mean, in that respect, I think it succeeded. But like if it wants to actually, right? I mean, well, if it wants to be though a long-standing anime for the fights, that's where I think it's failing. You know what I mean? So it's like there's just. Like all fighting anime needs at least a base story that can grasp everyone so they can understand the fights.
Yeah, you need something to string the fights together.
Right. And like right now it's just not doing that, unfortunately. So I mean, and I think all it really needed was, I mean, it's not all it really needed, it's like more episodes, but I mean it needed to either one, like not condense as much in the 12 eps, or it needed another 12 eps in general. Because it was just fast. And plus, I think they even, I mean, like, I'm not caught up on the webtoon, but at least I had like the first few chapters. I think they skipped out on some decent fight scenes, or even the explaining of the power structure in a cool way they missed out on. So it's like, I feel like they didn't even need to move that fast and still give off the same vibes of what they did. So I just don't think it was executedly, I don't think it was executed perfectly. I think like maybe like a 6 out of 10 of the actual potential of what they could have did.
Oh, gotcha. So Tox JC says he didn't notice it that much, like the pacing thing. I think it's because for me, it's just a show I'm watching to take a break from Bleach. Shout out to you for trying to watch Bleach from the beginning. And then last he said was because after each major arc in a long-running anime, I like to watch 2 short anime. I guess that's a pretty good. I might borrow that, but like
that's a decent practice.
Yeah, pacing, because that probably would have helped Yu Yu Hakusho rewatch for me, and that's probably why I dropped Rurouni Kenshin, because that villain of the week shit be woo, that shit be hard, bro. It's like you want to get through the arc, but back then the way the stories were told, just so much. I guess you can't call it filler because some of it was canon, but it really is so much unnecessary like story stuff, and then it's like, okay, here's the thing you were looking out for. So yeah, LO gunmetal martial arts or gentle fist.
Gunmetal martial arts or
bro.
Nah, I gotta go gentle fist. Like, I'm sorry. Like, when you throw in gentle fist, that's automatic win for me.
But I think the point of gunmetal martial arts is that like it doesn't matter what you have. You feel what I'm saying? It's supposed to show everything.
Oh, if we're talking about like, real life, like both of them are like different sets of martial arts, which ones would I want to study? If we're thinking like that, then probably gunmetal martial arts. But like if I was a Hugo, like
obviously, I won't troll that much. On the power scale, yes, Gentle Fist is likely better martial art. But yeah, like you said, if I had to pick or they were on an even playing field, I'm gonna lean gunmetal martial arts because niggas gotta get.
I feel like it's probably more versatile. Yeah.
All I'm gonna say is this: while y'all niggas practicing gunmetal martial arts, y'all are gonna be getting y'all asses destroyed on a daily basis just to practice that shit. Y'all gotta realize you gotta get your ass beat in order to learn these moves.
That's fine.
So you gonna have your shit fucked up. You're gonna have broken arms and all of that shit. Just so you know.
Broken arms.
Just so you can know.
Literally got broken arms multiple times perfecting gunmetal.
What you talking about, bro? She a superhero. She a superhero. She can take that shit. But if we talking about in real life, that's like saying, yeah, we can teach you how to do the Krav Maga. And in order to practice this shit, you got to actually try this shit on one of your classmates. So you're gonna be getting fucked up while you're also practicing fucking somebody else up too. That's basically how I picture gunmetal martial arts. Is the Krav Maga of martial arts.
But that's with any martial arts, and in most cases nowadays, I mean, you got modern protective gear, so it's not like you're totally getting destroyed. Like unless you're going to train with Shaolin monks in the mountains, then.
Okay.
They're beating your ass, no protective gear.
Bro.
You gotta build like the tough skin or whatever for that type of martial art. But I'm talking about they're offering gentle fist classes and they're offering gunmetal martial arts classes like they do for most martial arts. They got some protective gear. Yeah, sure you're gonna get your ass beat. Don't disagree with you on that. But am I gonna be training like fucking Rock Lee was training for his martial arts? Where I'm kicking trees and beating my body up? Hell no. But I bet you I will know how to judo flip a nigga though after I leave that gunmetal martial arts class.
Yeah, like okay, so like what Silent Blaze just said, like that's completely like correct, right? Like gentle fist is all about like pressure points, pressure style, where to actually hit. Where gunmetal is more like using body, using weight, throwing force. That makes sense. But I mean, like with that logic, I would have, pretty much not changed my answer. Where gunmetal, at least me physically, would mean more sense. And like gentle fist, just by that logic too, at least for me personally, I would consider gentle fist more complicated and complex to do because you don't just got to practice, your actual muscle movement and activation. You got to be precise and like constantly thinking hardcore with your targeted movements to a very narrow margin. So, I mean, like, that's pretty much gentle fist working more out pretty much your brain more than anything compared to your body and just memorizing reflexes.
Yeah, so, I mean, the pressure point training would definitely suck. And I agree with you. It will be painful. I just don't think I'm going to die from it. That's all I'm saying. Of course it's going to be painful because Silent Blaze said you'll be in pain. I agree that it's going to be painful. Learning a new martial art is always going to be painful because it's like, I mean, one, it's shit you don't know. You usually have to train muscles you don't normally use or train to get like prepared for whatever moves you have to do. So yeah, it's gonna hurt, but like I said, it's not gonna hurt any differently in my mind. Besides gentle fist, because like you said, pressure points. I think if you have like protective gear on, the whole point is that shouldn't matter with gentle fist.
Gentle fist shouldn't hurt because. Well, gentle fist shouldn't hurt because you're just deactivating your body parts or whatever.
But I mean, like, if we took it to a main...
I mean, it's more than that, though, isn't it?
It's like you're fucking getting hit with a sleep dart or whatever. It's like, okay, I'm on arm.
I mean, it's like, not just that. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, I think that's partially true, but I think it's also like just hitting also the right parts to even activate more pain. if necessary.
Like
you know
I
what
see
mean?
like those windpipe chops, like where niggas can't breathe, like where they hit you in the throat the right way and you just like suffocate. I see that as like that would be a part of the pressure point martial art, which means that somebody has to do that on you, so you kind of understand like how it works and where you need to be at. So you're definitely gonna be hurting from that, like that. Yeah, I would not want to train that shit.
GG.
Well, yeah, okay.
The gunmetal martial arts. To that.
My connection's starting to tweak, so that means it's about that time to start closing it out before we run into another technical difficulty.
Oh, fact.
So, like we've been ending it for the past couple of streams. I guess I ended it like that last stream too. Everybody can give out their closing statements, and then we'll wrap it up. So, who wants to go first?
Closing statement. Fuck. I thought we talked about today.
I'll say this. Please stop trying to put so much.
I'm gonna hop on, not on that train, but as far as again for more goofies, I will again ask, because I'm pretty sure I actually asked it before. Please stop with the smile fruit goofies. I can't. Okay, I can't. Giraffe Buddy was a line that I thought they weren't gonna cross. Oh snap! I think we just effing got out too. Did we just get offline?
I don't think so.
No.
We still dripping? Oh, yeah,
Still
let me finish this up real quick. Stop with the goofies. Giraffe Buddy and Panda Buddy cross lines that should have never been crossed. And I feel like now you just keep playing with the lines, Oda. I don't know what you're doing, but can you please stop, please? All right, I'm done.
Yeah, because he's definitely going to make somebody the dick of an animal.
Facts. My closing statement is best genius. You're a real one. Horikoshi, fuck you.
Oh, that's true.
That is it.
That'll do it.
Thank you guys for joining another Afro Taku live stream. Next week we will be on break because of course it's Thanksgiving. Niggas gotta eat, bro. We can't be out here live streaming and eating. So we will be out, but we will see you the Thursday after that, likely. So see y'all 2 weeks from now. Enjoy your Thanksgivings. And see y'all in December. So peace.